6 months ago, Fernanda's sister came over and she stayed with us for Christmas. And so I signed into Vanessa's Tinder and I looked at men's profiles in Dublin from a female perspective. I took screenshots of profile descriptions, 30 or 20, we're going to go through them. Women have an unfathomable amount of options, and if your profile description looks like this, like all the others, you're not going to stand out. Easygoing, decent lad, love the outdoors, sun holidays, weekends away, never knew this online dating thing would be such hard work. In other words, I don't fuck! Hopefully there are a few normal girls out there somewhere. So what's wrong with this? Let me break this down, what's wrong with it. Easygoing, decent lad, self-qualifying. I'm a nice guy. What the fuck does that even mean, right? Look, you want to be polarizing, that's something you have to understand, right? I'll talk about it in a few minutes. But love the outdoors, sun holidays, weekends away, none of that is different, none of that is unique, right? Never knew this online dating thing would be such hard work. Like you're literally telling her you're not getting matches, bro. Okay? Next. Hopefully there are a few normal girls out there somewhere. Okay. I am, never say I am, no need for that. Bullet points, right? Looking for a girlfriend, like to travel, walk around the city, drink coffee, beer. Exactly, what the fuck is that? It's pathetic. It's like, and not the person, the description. Next, meet up for coffee, drink, lunch. What do you have to offer? What makes you unique? And there's something about every single one of you that makes you unique. Use it in your communication. Point it out, don't be ashamed of it. Like to travel. Doesn't mean you have to be arrogant, but at least point out the cool shit, the unique things. Like to travel, run and keep fit. I have an appetite for knowledge. Enjoy. Last part, there's a couple of good things in there. Appetite for knowledge, that's okay, but like the wording is a little weird. Nerd, geek. Look, nerd, geek, find all things space fascinating. It's literally 3 times the same thing. Nerd, geek, find all things space fascinating. Why do you have to say you're nerd and geek? I think she gets it, right? If you're a nerd or a geek, you have to phrase that differently, okay? Clever enough to understand some of it, clever enough to realize I don't understand a lot of it. See, the funny thing is, this is actually a really intelligent statement that he makes there. Okay? Sorry. No worries. This is actually a really intelligent statement that he makes there. He says, clever enough to understand some of it, clever enough to realize I don't understand a lot. This is actually a really smart person behind that probably, right? But that doesn't help you on dating apps. Just like, gone, you know? I bet nobody even gets this far. Oh, wait, can you make it more evident that you're not getting options? You know, boop, booey. Okay? This is better. How different is this? It's still not great, but how does that already stand out from the previous ones? Okay? Better in person, apparently. My profile sucks, but trust me, if you meet me, I'm okay. You know? You're not aware of how you're communicating, right? Money back if you don't laugh. What? You're giving a money back guarantee about yourself? Oh, like in my coaching, I don't give money back guarantees. It's amazing. Anybody who gives you a guarantee doesn't trust the product or service. Or it's a fucking huge brand with millions and millions of consumers. That's different, okay? My dog will steal your heart and shoes. I mean, I can't, but he will. Already smiling? I live in Barcelona. No date until we've had a short call to be sure you're not crazy. That's actually good, you know? That's because that's a disqualifier. Most men are trying to tell the women how they're great, why they should please date them. This guy goes, but can you see the cognitive dissonance of being weird and self-qualifying? He jumps from one extreme of saying, oh, I'm better in person, money back if you don't laugh, my dog will steal your heart, to no date until we've had a short call. It's not congruent. There's no congruency of character there. Does that make sense? Okay. Always open for a decent chat, blah, blah. Okay. A lot of guys will put this in because Bumble, Hinge, and other dating apps have certain prompts, right? And really important here, I'm yours if you can have, I'm yours if, that's a prompt on some dating apps, never use that, okay, it's terrible. I'm yours if you can hold a deep conversation and have a smile. Well, you have some really high standards there, mister. That's all it takes for you to get her? Or that's all it takes for her to get you? Too many interests to mention them all, but I love blah, blah, blah. Okay. Looking for a handsome, honest, good sense of humor and likes the outdoors. Boring. Hi there. I'm into house, techno, 80s music, and Burdock's vinegar. Anybody know that? I don't know, never heard of that. Dry to dark sense of humor with a few dad-type witties thrown in for good measure. That's not bad. Okay. Would love to no longer be part of this. Can you see the desperation? Like I just randomly, these are like random screenshots that I took from actual dudes here in Dublin. Then, easygoing. Stop using easygoing like to travel. They want to kill themselves when they see that. And a good meal, give me both, I'll be happy. I do believe all good thing, grammar would be nice as well. Little add-on. In life, it's about quality, not quantity. Now that being said, if you're not a native English speaker, that's different, okay? If you're not a native English speaker, get somebody to proofread it, okay? Because even if you make mistakes in your English on the date, that's fine in communication. Your grammar should still be up to point. Get a random native speaker to proof check it, spell check it, really important. Filtered picture are a big no-no. By the way, you're not a 13-year-old teenager, don't use these emojis, okay? There's certain emojis you can use, but certain ones you should never use. Irish, solid. That's not bad, actually, because if you put that in there, you're communicating to a target audience, okay? I enjoy hiking, camping, cooking, good food. Again, block a text, can't even see anything, right? There's good shit in there, but he doesn't twist it nicely. Do volunteering works a few months out of the year, blah, blah. I'm 36 years young, single, honest, single, no way, bro. Honest, genuine guy originally from Pakistan, but living in Dublin for 4 years. He doesn't like full stops. Can you see that? Not a single full stop in the whole paragraph, right? Like, she's not going to read that. Only send a message if you're curious to know more. Boom, gone. So you have to understand, what this guy's doing is almost disqualifying. But you cannot disqualify. It's this idea, oh, don't you give up your value when you open her, when you open the interaction? Yeah, of course, but if I don't give up any value, nothing's going to happen. So I do have to invest up front and then let her invest. That's what we're going to talk about in a few minutes, okay? Blah, going to fly through this. You get the idea, right? Can be delivered, okay? 6'3", by the way, if you're over 5'11", in Ireland we use centimeters because I work with so many Americans. Yeah. Centimeters, right? So if you're over 180, mention that. If you're on what? Feet in Ireland. Is it? Yeah. It's feet. Okay, so if you're over 111, 180 or 5'11", mention that. If you're less than 5'11", don't mention your height. In real life, your height doesn't matter, but if you're small, some women won't even meet you, even though they might be blown away by you in real life. Okay? Hiking lover, travel addicted. Okay, you get the idea, okay? Can you see how they all look the same even just?